All right, welcome to Friday night's lights at the Glenelg Lacrosse Club as papers fly everywhere. It's a little bit breezy down here at the Glenelg Lacrosse Club. It's certainly better because it's not wet. But I'll tell you what isn't wet as well is my co-commentator tonight for his first ever state-winning goalkeeper, living in the footsteps of his old man, Cody Watts. Welcome to Friday Night Lights, mate.
Thanks for having me.
And also on the camera, we've got Braden Munn mic'd up.
Oh, it's just a pleasure to be here. It's definitely not freezing cold or anything like that.
And we have got a game on tonight between Woodville and Glenelg. There is only one game for the round here tonight, as it's a gala day tomorrow. So Burnside and the North Eagles will be playing on a Saturday. And down at North Adelaide, I believe. So there is only one game this evening. And we've picked a good one because there's papers and stuff blowing everywhere. As the referee officials go about their way, and we've also got Charlotte Winnan mic'd up tonight as well. So
All right, here we go.
So we'll be able to get in and hear Charlotte as she's in the breaks. And the officials come on the field here.
All right,
and,
let's go have some fun too. Yeah.
Code Glenelg Woodville.
All right, Warriors on
Your
three,
thoughts on
ready,
this?
go,
Glenelg
go,
have been
Warriors!
playing well.
Goodness me.
Glenelg have been playing well this year, and Woodville haven't been playing badly either. So your thoughts on the game tonight?
Hopefully it's close.
Close?
Yeah, hopefully it's a good game, high scoring.
Yeah.
Historically, it's always been close between them.
Yeah, I think last time they played, I mightn't have been here for that, but
2 or 3 goal game, I reckon. Glenelg got on top late.
and that was North Eagles.
Down at
North Eagles.
Brighton?
Or Brighton.
Brighton.
Might have been Brighton.
I reckon it was at North.
Okay.
10-6 being told, so not too bad, but both teams coming off with a fair bit of representation in the state series for the women champions. We can say that now. So as the crowd down here is building up, but it is very windy. You pick a good one for the first one tonight.
Should have gone back to Sturt. Good week down there. Everyone field probably looks a little bit better as well.
Yeah.
Not as windy.
And while we're waiting to see the girls get their sticks checked, obviously a massive week for South Australia. Both the men's and women celebrated the national championship fairly well.
Yeah, Sunday night was good. Everyone had a few waters. And yeah, it turned into a pretty good night.
Yep. And you managed to get ALN All-Star selection as well. That's probably a first for All-Star selection, isn't it? As far as, I mean, you did 2016, you got All-Star.
Yeah. Yeah, second one. But no, it was nice to get it after winning a natty championship. So.
And how was the group after keeping Victoria to 1 goal in a final?
I don't think I've ever seen 20 blokes all up and about. Yeah, lots of good, interesting chats, and yeah, I think everyone's going to do it again next year, and hopefully we can do the same thing to them again.
So be over in Perth next year, and Braid, you might even suit up, go out and try out.
Wouldn't want to mess up the team chemistry. They've got a dynasty there, young team.
1 from 1 dynasty.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Just like the Nuggets. I'm predicting it.
Predictions here on Friday Night's Lights, as the ball is going to be taken here, and looking in the middle, and that looks like it's Izzy. No, who's wearing number 9? Oh, there we go. The senior national championships, both men and women. So first time for the men since 2014, and for the women 2010. So congratulations, but we'll get back onto this game now. We see Liv Parker in the middle, and a ball there picked up by Michaela. And ball down to be won. Izzy Brown picks the ball up under massive pressure. She's lots of green shirts and just steps on the line and going to have to. And ball with Liv. So advantage played there. And just getting some audio sorted here. But Liv Parker, who won the MVP for the championship, had a really good week, Code.
Yeah, she was phenomenal. Definitely was, a standout player of the tournament, and definitely deserved what she got. So, yeah.
And Adriana Smith with the ball, kicks it up there to Michaela Ritchie. Michaela kicks the ball down to Mia Inge. Mia Inge, with Holly Denny, both also playing in that SA side. They had a nice little connection down there. You could see they played at the state league level, or just gets crunched to the ground there, does Michaela Ritchie, picked up by Laura Evans, and Laura Evans just being pushed backwards, and Glenelg looking for an outlet here, as the ball is Adriana Smith just chasing that down, looks up and then finds Livia Parker and tosses it over the head. And I think ball to be won, Bianca McKay. Great ground ball win there. Whistle, I was going to say the whistles are away early, which is good. We don't mind the non-stop start of the women like that.
Let them play. They've all just come back from state, so they're probably be a little bit more physical tonight.
So ball in the stick here. Just steps inside, opens up the gap, and there'll be a 15-metre shot. And we noticed in the women's game so far this year, that 15-metre without the 11-metre arc in there really does have to make the defenders come out, and those opportunities do present, as Mia Inge gets another opportunity here. Steps inside, looks down the bottom. Oh, just great little feed down to Holly Denny, but Holly just couldn't quite grab it. Ball up and over it, and Jess Morrison, she's quick off the mark, but Michaela Ritchie, she's also quick off the mark. That's a good foot race down the outer side there.
A couple of good sprinters.
So certainly all we needed there was a couple of high knees. Ball gets around one-on-one and looks, and great save there from Geordie Watts in the cage. Comes out, picks the ball up under immediate pressure from Brown. Good hold, looks out the back and just misses her defensive, but good ground ball pick up there. Good first save.
Must be the stick.
She's using your stick, is she?
Yep.
Yep, there you go. So, well, I mean, it did only give up one goal in a championship final, so...
As long as she doesn't break it, she's all good.
But, yeah, so ball on the outer side. Just missed Bianca there with the little pass under pressure, but good to see her coming out the cage. And see up the top here, one of her ex-teammates. Good defence. That is going to be there, Lucinda Silvestri, and she is quick off the mark. So from the 15-metre, she will just line up for a free shot. Now these two have seen a bit of each other. Lucinda, another big save there from Watts in the cage. Just steps up. She's got 5 seconds to get out. Looks up the field and just misses the outlet. But two big saves there, as we see on the traditional 180 finance replay, as the ball gets down the back. And Jamie Denning with the ball. Over there to Jess Morrison. Jess Morrison being picked up by her teammate. Looked up, pops it away, just faked high. And as Geordie a bit high, she smart shot there, puts it away. And let's have a look here on the replay. Talk us through this, Code.
Yeah, good move by Jess, and then a good extra pass, and then Jamie just took her time through 2 fakes, and yeah, you get the keeper moving, and it's a pretty easy job from there. Just put it in the back of the net.
So Denning gets on the board, or Jamie Pridham, sorry. I keep saying Denning, but Jamie Pridham. Sorry, Jamie. It's hard when it's in your head to continue to. So ball back into the centre. Parker up against Haynes, Nikki Haynes, but Parker to win the ball. Ball still to be won. Just bobbling and pick the ball up. Haynes under pressure. She's under pressure there from Silvestri, and Silvestri kicks the ball down here to Vrensen. Vrensen looks to her right. And there's going to be a block there. And the ball will turn over and go to Glenelg. And that will be Laura Evans. Laura Evans looks up under immense pressure already. So it's a good ride here already, but there's two on the outer side here. And if they look up, and they can continue to feed the ball up before it gets out. Oh, just lost her feet there. The grass monster's here already. And just taken out, just grabbed her on the ankle as she went backwards. Tell you what, we might have to watch that one on replay, see the hand come out the ground, but not to be. So ball down the bottom, kicks it to Morrison. Morrison at pace, steps inside, looks down at Pridham again. Another big save there from Watts. So really good keeping at the moment, and then finds an outlet. And that outlet is Ritchie. So Annie Ritchie down the middle. So another big save. That's 3 saves from Watts in the coat. Oh, Kett's just absolute cross check there. And going to have a little seat here is Keely Shido. Big cross check. And we see here. And that's the way if you're going to wear a foul.
Probably would have been a 2-minute in a boys' game as well. So that was a good hit.
That's a good hit. So ball back up the top with Parker. So haven't had a shot yet here, have the Warriors, but a 3-second call there on Haynes. And Haynes will have to come out, and we're going to have another whistle here. So just need to be set. And Glenelg will get the opportunity then to set. So looks the other side. Again, just not quite getting a handle of the ball there is Denny, but ball back up the top, 3-second call. So, and Parker steps in, and so that whistle will be blown off. And Laura Evans. And that's the bit of this game now with this 15-metre. As soon as you get in there off your opponent, you're either in free space or you are 3 seconds. So once you get possession here, great cut across the middle there from Denny. Ball down the back here with Inge. Inge kicks it down to Brent. Looks inside, good inside roll, opens up and puts it top corner. And Brenton gets on the board. And the first one there for the Warriors. And Isabella Brenton, just a great inside roll. Got her defender to just be able to get top side and then changed her stick. So good roll there from Brenton.
Yeah, felt the contact on the back hip, and as soon as you do that, it's game over.
And as soon as you get your player behind you, especially with defending in the women's game, it's very difficult from there, Brad.
Yeah, you don't have much recovery really in the women's game. There's no overheads, nothing. You just got to play good D and hope that they miss.
So ball back into the centre. We see Nikki Haynes again against, and that's going to be a redraw as it didn't come up over shoulder height. And back into the centre draw again. So ball, that's a better centre draw. And ball to be won. As I said, these good work there, advantage there, and great work there from Lawson. Lawson, I said it's a bit slippery here. Liv Parker just about went down. I reckon the grass monster's out here on this side. It's just a couple of times where 2 people have gone down almost in the same spot. Ooh. And there we go. Grass monster the other side as well. There's hands coming up everywhere here from it. Ball up to Brown. Kicks down here to Haynes. Haynes shut off well. Kicks the ball back down at the back to Beckett. And Beckett is picked up by Tam. Oof, to Hyde. And we're going to have a turnover here for in the circle. That's a coach killer. We've just got it back into offense and gets down. And I'll tell you what, talk about circles. What about 180 Finance? Get in touch with 180 Finance on 180finance.com.au on 0480 311 301, and they'll look after you, and they won't give you donuts like a circle. But tell you what,
Good finish.
great finish there from Annie Ritchie. And she gets her first on the board, and Woodville out to a 2-1 lead here. And how much does that hurt, Code? You get us offensive down this end. Player steps inherently into the crease, comes out the other end and scores. Big penalty.
Yeah, I'm sure Stu won't be too happy about that. Yeah, I'm sure all the state girls are pretty tired, so this game could turn into a bit of a sluggish game. So these goals could, early goals could mean a lot.
Well, you're looking out there. What is it? There'd be about 7 out here from the combined in the state women's state team. Ball kicked out the back, need to be picked up, and Parker, where she left off the week at the Sturt Lacrosse Club or Women's Memorial Playing Fields, tries to find Felicity Dinny, just must have got caught in the lights there, but backed up there by Adriana Smith. Smith up the top to Michaela. Michaela has some motors if she wants to go, but she's got Lawson on her. She looks like a great sidestep, and unlucky probably not to get some a free space there, Cole. Ball down the back with B. McKay. Kicks it down to Vrenson. She's already got one, just steps around. Good pick there from Smith. Back here to Michaela. And Michaela looking to find some space against Lawson. Michaela just tries to get her out, get her in, and double goes to come. Ball could come off here. Dinny steps inside, and great ground ball there, and gets it back for the Warriors. Nice cut through the middle from Brenson. Ball up the top here. So Michaela has had the ball in her stick for a fair while there, Michaela. And back down to Brenson. And we'll see whether Brenson does that move again, get some space. Oh, great inside cut. Good save from Evans. So Carly, she has left off where she left the National Championship. And the ball kicked down to Beckett. As we see here on the replay, just comes around there as the ball goes in. Nice cut, a great backhand save, wasn't it?
Watched the ball well, and yeah, phenomenal save. As
a goalie, you'd like that. So proud with the ball, looks inside. Just is going to be an interference there. So ball is coming back up the top here. And Jamie Robb with the ball. So so Jamie Robb played plenty of games with Geordie over the time, so they will know each other well. Robb gets off the mark quickly, looks over, finds Lawson, and Geordie, another big save. Up top, outlet comes. So here we go. Opportunity here for the Warriors through Parker. Parker has Borovnik in front of her. Just pulls up and gets a set as Dinny looked to get the ball, as she does now, Felicity Dinny. And back over here to Michaela. So 2-1 is the score with about 2 minutes to go in this first. Ball in the stick of Holly Dinny, and kicks it to her sis in Felicity. So Felicity being guarded by Robb. And Felicity kicks it there to Holly. Holly lines up on Lawson. And it's good to see these young players coming through the state league, as we see Holly Dillon gets inside, keeps inside, and pops that one away. And all of a sudden, Woodville are out to a 3-1 lead, and Holly Dinny gets her first of the game. And these young players out there, Code, certainly doing a fair bit of work at the moment.
Yeah, a great finish, great move, and to go 5-hole, great shot. Yeah, a lot of potential, and I think she's going to be a superstar of the future.
The good thing with that, Braid, is that the basically play on is around, because otherwise that would have been stopped in the past to go to the 11 metre and have a free shot in the goalie, and the goalies must be loving that, even though there's getting a shot there.
It's true. They're seeing more shots, but yeah, we get more continuous play, which is just fantastic for the viewers.
It is. And again, fantastic for the viewers is 180 Finance. So get in touch with 180 Finance on 180finance.com.au 0480 311 301. Get in touch with Chris McGurr down there. He'll look after you. So ball gets flicked out, finds Morrison. Can they get one before the like the clock is on the field here for Glenelg. So less than 30 to go. Good work there, but shut down defensively. And Lucinda looks to find on the outer side there. Kicks it to Jamie Denning. Big cut inside. Good. Another big save there from Watts. Huge save, that one. And ball up the top. So is there an opportunity? And there we go. So that is the first quarter done. We see Woodville leading 3-1. And that stick must be doing all right, mate.
Yeah, a lot of good saves.
That's 5 already.
That's 5 already for the first quarter. So doing a good job in the cage. And Glenelg will, I'm sure Stu will have a couple of words to say. You've been around Stu a bit, mate, over the time down here at Glenelg.
Well, as an attacker, I think he had 5 in his last Div 2 game, so he'll probably be teaching him how to shoot at quarter time. But they haven't been bad shots, just been good saves.
Did he only get 5? He should be getting a
I think
bag.
he had 5 and 3, I think, out of 10 goals. So
I was going to say I would add 5 in the first quarter, I reckon.
He did enough.
Braid, isn't that what you used to do?
Occasionally.
Yeah. So we might actually go and talk to some people who actually talk some sense.
I often hear, we're ready to buy a property, but we just can't afford to buy in the area that we want to live. That's where rent vesting comes in. It's where you're investing and renting at the same time. This is where we find a property that has a good potential for rental return in an affordable area. We buy the property, rent it out, and then we continue to rent in the location where we want to live. So, renting and investing. To find out more, call me today on 0480 311 301.
And back we come as the breeze is just picking up here at the Glenelg Lacrosse Club. It is a beautiful, clear night, though, and we might actually, I'm going to stop talking for a second, and we'll listen to Charlotte for a bit here.
The back do their thing. But let's protect that ball at the back to start with and then get into it. Not. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like on their clears, Jamie Denny's coming straight to me. We need to recognise who the free person
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. So, and it's recognised.
And as the Charlotte goes about her half time with Dean, just having a chat, and we thank Charlotte for allowing us in there. Code just back on the state series. I mean, it's been a long time since, but some of those young guys, really impressed with a couple of those real young guys out there. Young Noah Haskett in the final, the first opportunity to stick his head in and give a ball to Garrett to get the first goal was amazing from a young man like that in his first state series.
Yeah, he got told, I think, an hour and a half before the game that he was starting lefty attack. So I don't think he had high hopes for the game. I thought he, just do a pinch hit role, but was pretty pivotal in the end. Obviously got the first assist, and then I think he had the second goal of the game. So set the tone early, and pretty selfish. I love seeing them do well because, it means at Glenelg, at the club level, we're really going to do well with these young kids getting that exposure.
Yep, and we might talk about some of the other young guys out there because there was a few in that state series, and you must have been pleased. You're almost like an elder statesman in there.
Yeah, I felt pretty old out there. Yeah, Ollie Walsh, all those types of guys, phenomenal. Ed Pike, yeah, arguably, up there player of the tournament as well.
Ed Pike was outstanding.
And Dan Evans has found his new place as starting attacker. So.
Well, he's found his job at breaking the cookie jar just quietly. But back into the game here, we see Michaela Ritchie. She's had a heap of the ball so far, as Michaela, and seems to be doing a lot of work. And maybe she knows that Lucinda's been running all week, so I'll go and try and run her around a bit more as the double comes there. And Brodie Borovnik, who also was in that women's South Australian side. So plenty of names out here tonight.
Yeah, Lucinda had a fantastic tournament. Her and Olivia were, I think Lucinda got All-Star twice in that tournament. So
yep,
phenomenal. Just up and down the lines, just working really hard.
Great backdoor cut there from Parker, top shelf. And all of a sudden, Woodville are out to a 4-1 lead here down at the Glenelg Lacrosse Club. And I'm sure that's not how Stewie Robb's drawn this up this evening. But you look here, watch the little backdoor cut, a little bit of ball watching going on there. And just look down, and great look there from, who threw that? That was Inge. But great backdoor cut and a little bit of ball watching going on there from the Glenelg defence. And Parker gets her first of the game. And if you'd seen this at the start of the game, Code, you wouldn't have had Woodville up necessarily 4-1 at this stage.
Nah, Glenelg quality. I think missing Chelsea Gilbert tonight, who hurt her ankle over the weekend. But other than that, I think they'll come back into this game. It'll probably end up being pretty close. And
we do hope Chelsea's okay. But great to work there again in the middle from Mia Inge. She will take the ball, and Parker with that last goal, and Woodville into attack again. So down the back here with Inge. Just gets a little two-man game there from Bianca. McKay, just continues to get through. Check had there. And Brodie Borovnik picks the ball up. She did a power of work there too. And kicks a ball over here to Nikki Haynes. Nikki Haynes passes the ball down. Finds Beckett, but found the grass. And that's going to be a Glenelg. No, it's going to be a throw here. Okay. So the contact was probably deemed, actually I don't know what the contact was deemed there, but you know what? One day we'll get rid of this out of the women's game. It's unique in itself, but ball to be won down on the ground and picked up by Parker. Parker tries to go through 4 or 5, and she's got another 4 or 5 still here as Parker steps up, weaving her way through, looks down, great forward pass, finds B. McKay, and B up against Laura Evans. So B. McKay looking for an outlet here, and no one presenting just yet, but there it does. And that is Adriana Smith. Smith just tries to dodge, standing still on the spot. Smith looks back, finds McKay. Really looking to set these little two-man games and then running these cutters off. They're sort of almost isolating these two. B. McKay gets inside, and a good check there.
Great check.
And ball coming back the other way to Keely Shido. So Keely looks down, finds, just misses the ball, but this could come off as Tam just doesn't quite, and there was incidental contact there. Didn't see Jamie Pridden go down, and B. McKay was picking her up, and that's going to be a free space call. So up the top here, and Jess Morrison will take the ball. And Jess Morrison, quick off the mark. We saw that also in the state series from this 15-metre. She likes to get inside and have a shot, and there we go again. So free space again. And this is the problem with this 15-metre arc. By the time you actually get to that point coming from the side, you're almost in that free space every time if you try and defend. So ball up the top here with Morrison. This time looks down, fires, and geez, that had a bit of whacker about it. Good shot there from Morrison. Just bounced that one, and it's popped up in the top corner. Watch the bounce of this. I mean, you train out here, Code. A little bit of bounce here.
Not down that end, he doesn't.
No, but should probably, you know, learn from the first one when hip height, and that one's just, yeah, great shot.
That's a good shot. Almost left a mark in the net up the top there.
I don't think many keepers are making that save. That's a great shot.
Yeah, so, and that's her first, Jess Morrison. And she is on the board, and Glenelg cut it to a 4-2 deficit.
Let's see if Woodville can keep coming up with these ground balls.
Braid, put it in the back of the head next time we play at Glenelg. Bounce shots.
Yeah.
So ball in the centre, and that's going to be a Woodville ball.
Knowing my luck, it'll be raining anyway.
So
Would have saved it anyway.
ball with Parker. So Parker brings the ball down, picked up by Denning, and that's popping the too close to the head. So Parker has got on the inside. And a bit of a shout out here to a couple of our own, Bogger and Shane. They're actually watching from San Diego over there to do some officiating. So boys, we hope it's nice and warm. Look forward to catching up with you on Tuesday when we get there, as that one that tries to catch up with the back line and goes out of bounds. And maybe it is with the breeze at the moment, because the errors have all been sort of down that end. Ball kicked out here to Evans. Laura Evans brings the ball up. Brenson runs her down the sideline, steps out of bounds, but deemed to be pushed out of bounds. And Laura Evans picks up as she brings it down into attack. Kicks the ball down there to Beckett. Beckett running the back. She has Kit McKay on her. Beckett puts the pace on, tries to get around, looks inside, just missed the ball, picked up there. And great work there, and great pace there from Holly Dinny. She's under pressure now, though, from Izzy Brown, but that's going to be too close to the head. And Izzy Brown shut her down quickly.
Yeah, it looks like she's improved a lot since coming back from college. So had the wheels there.
So it's amazing, the pace in this women's game. If there's pace out there, they seem to get away and draw those penalties. As Brenson picks the ball up, looks down, tries to find as Felicity Dinny. And ball coming down. I'm not sure what it's like on the mic here, but it's a little bit crackly down here with this wind.
It is so windy down here.
Yep, and kicks it there to Lawson. So Lawson looks inside.
Good feed.
Finds Rob. Tink off the post, that one, I reckon. And ball going to be for in the crease, I'd say. Maybe.
Great pass, great feed, and a good shot. Just
Jamie Robb just finding some metal rather than some net. So ball about to go out of bounds. And it does go out of bounds. Unable to get it is Bianca Copping. And Jamie Dinning picks the ball up and we'll bring it back into offense. So ball down the back here with Proud. And Proud looks up, great cut, but plenty of balls being dropped at the moment by both sides, or just a little high, a little low. I wonder how much that wind is playing a part out there.
Oh, this weather would be making it pretty hard out there.
I mean, it's hard enough to catch as a bloke with a women's stick anyway. Good inside look again, but just forcing the passes a little bit. Oh, just drops the ball. Ball to be won here, and it's going to be a great pick up there from Brown. Brown looks inside, steps around, kicks, and that one popped down to the left-hand side of Watts in the cage, and great ground ball there from Izzy Brown. In what was no one could get a handle on the ball. So you look here, ball up, down, and then all of a sudden Izzy Brown just comes up with it, steps inside, gets around the defender there in Copping, and good finish in the end.
She held her stick up high, and Geordie's been making a lot of up high saves, so she had to go up high, and she pulled it down.
Definitely those types of plays will win you games. So
well, it's definitely the scoring end at the moment, and normally you'd think with the wind it's the scoring end. But that end has had more goals than the other so far.
Maybe they just can't hear anything down the other end. No communication. Too windy to hear anything.
Great finish, though.
So good finish there from Brown.
Down and away. Can't go wrong.
And as we see a timeout called here by Woodville. And we see some replays here. Pop, and that was a save in the first quarter there. And then it came out here to Morrison.
This was a great finish.
Morrison just steps inside.
Great feed.
Oh, that was a save.
That was a save.
But she learned from that on the next one, because I reckon this is the next one. Same move, same players. Slide comes very quickly, and then looked, and then instead of throwing that first one high, just waited for that to bite and popped it down to the left. And this was a good roll here from Brenson, just coming around this right-hand pipe, rolls inside, defense gets behind and pops that one away. And then we see down this end, that was stepped inside Annie Ritchie just again as the flag went, but we like that play on it, and back to the centre we go. So ball in the middle. It is a 4-3 game here with about 5.5 to go. Great work there from Felicity Dinny, just under pressure. Another one of those young under 18 stars that have now made their state league debut.
Yeah, lots of young kids on both of these teams, so I think both of these clubs are set for the future. A lot of good old heads as well. Good move by them.
Ball up the top here. And just a couple of technical, just trying to get this headset right, so apologies. Ball back down the back with Brenson. She's picked up by Laura Evans. She won't allow her to inside roll. Yep.
Probably not one you want to be driving through, I'd say.
No, as we see there, Adriana Smith trying to get through her opponent, and Jess Morrison, and she's not going to allow that either, but Jess, great roll there, and that pops it away, and that is all clear. And there we go again, Parker with another one. She gets...
that was off hip, that was real nice.
So
on the run.
We'll talk us through this goal.
She's driven seemingly to her right hand, taking the contact, rolled back, stuck it nicely off hip. Beautiful.
So Parker on the board.
Looks like that ground is pretty slippery. Just losing her feet a little bit there.
And that's Parker's second for the quarter. And Glenelg out to a 3 goals, and Woodville to 5. So we've got about 3.5 minutes to go here in the second term. And ball in the centre. So Parker there up against Nikki Haynes and looks back down. Just, great take there from Mia Inge up high. And Mia Inge guarded there by Kelsey Lawson. Little bounce to herself as just finds it up the top now. Kicks it to Michaela Ritchie. Michaela Ritchie has Haynes. She kicks it quickly and then drives. Brodie's got to get back. Does that well. Looks down the bottom. Great look. And a great finish there from Brenson. Good work there from the Warriors. Just opened up one side, waited for that slide to come, found Brenson on the bottom, and good shot again.
Fantastic feed by Holly. Just got top side. I think Brodie might have overcommitted a little bit and then walked past, and a great feed. Great look.
And Brenson with a good shot up the top there. Gets her second of the game, her first of the second quarter.
it's not a bad spot to be catching a step down shot from, 5 metres away.
You'd like that, wouldn't you, Braid?
Certainly,
Like
wouldn't hate it.
And from that distance?
Yeah, not bad.
So we've got a 6-3 game here. And centre draw again. So Parker in the middle, up against Haynes. And this time, Jess Morrison takes the ball and looks to go inside. Nice cut there from Rob. And ball heads down the back. Proud has the ball. 3-second call here. And that's going to be on Michaela. So Michaela going to have to come and get right out the back. And ball with Proud. So kicks the ball over. No, can't start that yet. So ball back into out the back. Kicks it there to, Froud.
Still no good. Try it again.
Jesse Froud. How's that?
Perfect.
Third time's the charm.
Well, I'm proud of what I was saying. So ball down the back, up the top. Good. Another big save there from Watts. Looks for the outlet straight down the middle, and you don't want to turn it over in the middle, though.
Probably not the pass.
Probably not the pass.
That's
but
the
that's
danger zone,
offside
isn't it?
there. So we had an offside on Green anyway, as Dinny broke the line.
Great stop, but yeah, great ride by Glenelg.
Probably just
hungry to get the ball.
Probably just needed to take her time a little rather than passing up the centre. I'm sure.
Glenelg would love one here before half-time, after all Woodville's dominant, 6-4 at half-time.
Oh, just losing the ball there. And check to be had. Parker to pick the ball up. Does well up against Froud. And kicks the ball back here to McKay. So Kip McKay with the ball. Looks up, over, kicks into the middle. Vrensen, 30 seconds. The bell has gone. So Vrensen with the ball, under pace. Looks up, looks to the right. B. McKay with the ball. Turns around. Brody Borovnik, good defense there. Just wears one across the top of the head. And you saw the ponytail just cop a little bit of pressure there. And ball in the stick of B. McKay. But good defense nevertheless. So ball with Bianca McKay. Clock's on the field. Limited time in this second term. B. McKay looks down, just drops the ball, and the ball is going to be coming back the other way. And do Glenelg have one last opportunity in the second term to get the ball coast to coast? No, that is not the case. And even with the pace of Jess Morrison, not going to get down the field in time. And it is half time here at the Glenelg Lacrosse Club between this Friday Night Lights game between Woodville and Glenelg, and currently Woodville leading 6-3, and that really good half of lacrosse.
It's been a great half of lacrosse. There's been lots of high quality shots. They're doing some different offenses from what we've seen them doing the previous years. It's been good quality.
And we watch here a couple of the replays. That's that little one. And we saw Izzy Brown just ball watching there. Just got caught out with the great feed there to Parker.
This was a great finish.
This is a great finish. You can see in the net after the shot, it's still there, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, if you're playing on clay court, you'd certainly know where the ball landed. And this is the one that great pick up here from Brown. Brown just steps around, gets around her defender, steps down, and good little finish on the hip side.
Glenelg win the game. That's probably a big reason why they do that goal there.
So, but ball up the top, and you see Parker turned around, and that's a big shot coming off a big week.
Perfect shot. Not many keepers are saving it off hip, so.
And this one here, you see
fantastic.
Brody just overcommit there, just enough. The slide had to come from Evans. And Vrensen just found on the bottom corner, and away we went. And tell you what, away you'd go. Onto the phone, get in touch with these people.
I often hear, we're ready to buy a property, but we just can't afford to buy in the area that we want to live. That's where rent vesting comes in. It's where you're investing and renting at the same time. This is where we find a property that has a good potential for rental return in an affordable area. We buy the property, rent it out, and then we continue to rent in the location where we want to live. So, renting and investing. To find out more, call me today on 0480 311 301. I often hear, we're ready to buy a property, but we just can't afford to buy in the area that we want to live. That's where rent vesting comes in. It's where you're investing and renting at the same time. This is where we find a property that has a good potential for rental return in an affordable area. We buy the property, rent it out, and then we continue to rent in the location where we want to live. So, renting and investing. To find out more, call me today on 0480 311 301.
And back we come for three-quarter time action. Great work there from Brown. Did her own work out of the centre. Finds the ball and finds under immense pressure.
Lost her goggles.
Gee, what a ride. 4-on-1 there.
So,
got to be something when you lose your goggles.
So ball with
Izzy Brown.
just out the back. Yeah, no, sorry, I was just watching who was being sent out the back there. And ball goes back down the back to Beckett. Beckett kicks the ball on to Jamie Pridham. Pridham up the top. Over to Silvestri. Silvestri kicks the ball to Morrison. And Morrison will complete the circle of getting around. And if you want to complete the circle or complete jobs around you as the ball is just dropped there. So opportunity here to be won. Ground balls are going to be key. And great ground ball there. And out to Dinny. Dinny picks the ball up. Running down the outer side under pressure. And just gets a little push there. And ball kicked down here to Inge. So Inge bringing the ball down through X. She has Bianca McKay with her down there. But ball in the stick. She's got up the top here. And that is Adriana Smith. Smith kicks it there to Annie Ritchie. Annie Ritchie has Brown on her. Annie Ritchie kicks it back up to Smith. Smith tries to drive, but Laura Evans says, nope, that's probably not a great idea. Great roll there. Gets inside. Just double comes, pops. Good save there from Carly.
Great save.
And just outlet to be had there.
Perfect outlet, right in front.
And nearly picked off there though by Parker. Just need to pick the ball up. Out there does Jess Morrison, as she does now, and gets it in her stick. And ball will come down into offence. So ball down the back into Beckett. Beckett kicks that ball. Picked up there by Silvestri. Lucinda goes a little left, little right. Just a good double there though from the number 11. Good defence at the moment, the Warriors. Just shutting down those attacks.
Yeah, crashing in really well, helping out, and good look.
Oh, great pick off there. Bianca Copping just read that one like a book on a shelf a little bit. And McKay, that's Kit McKay, down the outer side, as we see there Mia Inge just getting down to help her out, but kicks it back there to be McKay. Olivia Parker with the ball in her stick. She has Izzy Brown on her. Ball up the top here to Smith. Adriana steps down inside, looks, pops, another save there from Evans, but ball taken out the back, and off to the races there goes Keely Shido. Down the outer side, looks up, finds Brodie Borovnik. Borovnik had the ball in her stick and then lost it, but picks it back up now. So Borovnik, she'll bring it down to X, and Jamie Pridham is down on the bottom there. Pridham looks up, Jess Morrison just shuts the... gets the gate shut. Morrison, that might be a dangerous shot almost there. No, going to be free space. So shot was had there. Did hit the player in front of her, but deemed off the tip off the stick. So Morrison.
See what the bounce is like down this end.
She doesn't even look at the bounce. She just looks at Pridham and says, last time you scored from there, so maybe I'll give it back to you. But I must say I've been really impressed with the defence of the Warriors so far. They've shut down a lot of these forays. Grass Monsters back again as the Kelsey Lawson that time gets grabbed on the ankle by it.
Recovered really well though, got the ground ball and perfect.
Did recover very well. As the ball is back up the top. So, ball up the top. Morrison trying to get inside.
Great
move.
Inside.
Great save there from Watts. Another big foot save.
Seen that one a couple of times.
So, but coming back. And good pace there from Lucinda Silvestri. Watts has been good in the cage tonight.
She's been excellent.
Yeah, good foot save. Must have been watching a fair bit of the state tournament.
Would have seen it from Carly.
Yeah, Carly, fantastic.
And Mel. So ball back up the top here with Morrison. And Morrison.
Probably like this matchup.
So Annie Ritchie.
Seems to be her preferred spot to dodge from.
But she looks for Pridham. She looks for that slide to come early as Frenson just shuts that space down, and there's going to be 3 seconds. And that's the key with it. So Frenson comes into that hole for that, and then gets picked up with the 3-second call.
Does it pretty well. Did it at state. Drew the triple team, and at that point there's 3 seconds somewhere.
So ball to Pridham. Looks in. Good defence again. Comes out. Good defence there. So ball is just travelling around the outer side. Silvestri with the ball. If you travel around your outside, you might find a roof, a gutter, a carport or a veranda that needs fixing. Get in touch with the traditional group as Beckett tries to get around, and again just missing some of the handles at the moment, but Silvestri picks it up. Get in touch with TradVC on traditional group on tradvc.com.au, and that has been picked up there by Lawson, and going to be a good fight for that rebound there from Lawson.
Yeah, come up with a lot of ground balls here tonight. So she's been very, very good.
And yeah, get in touch with on 83763639 as the ball is in the stick of Lawson. Lawson looks down the back, Great cut in the middle by Rob, but picked up by her opponent. And Brenson shuts down Morrison. So a bit of an arm wrestle at the moment here. It's about 8.5 to go in the quarter. Looks inside and again just missed the handle of the ball, but Beckett picks it back up. No damage done from the base. Back up to Morrison. So they definitely like driving this right-hand side and getting those little two-man games and then popping it back down to the back corner at the moment.
Good move, good split.
And that's going to be free space. And that's the thing.
She probably scores
if she shoots
they.
that.
Yeah.
That's all clear.
They need a bit of advantage there. Let them play.
Well,
probably puts it in the back of the net.
At that point, do you shoot? Because what's the worst? The goalie saves it, it's off.
Yeah.
If you score, it's all clear. So ball up the top with Morrison. Morrison looking to get inside. Pops, and she does that time. And pops that one to the right-hand side of Jordan Watts in the cage. And Glenelg get another one on the board. And they come back to a 6-4 deficit with about 7.5 to go here. So you see Morrison at the 15-metre.
Good hitch step on the dodge.
Pops.
She's got him biting the other way.
And Kit
Good
McKay just sort of playing off that a little bit there and allowed her to get space.
Do you just slide as early as you can from her right-hand side since she wants to dunk it to the bottom left corner?
Yeah. You're going to get free space, so you're going to get 3 seconds, but at least you shut down at that foray.
Yeah.
And if she does shoot and there's a player there.
If you're going to drive aggressively as an offensive player, you've got to be rewarded. So.
Oh, absolutely.
So Jess Morrison with another one. And ball with Parker. Parker just running rings in there at the moment. And but doing a great job is Haynes against her. And you see Parker up against Haynes. So Nikki just playing some good defence there on Parker. Kicks the ball back up here. And that is to Mia Inge. So Mia Inge gets inside. She's a lefty. She crashes, does Evans. And good check there from Laura Evans. Good to see that some of these things are being let go a little bit at the moment. Well,
you spoke too early.
I spoke too soon.
Jinxed it.
Like there's been some good checks able to let go. That's not a good pass, but it's going to be brought back. Yeah, there's been some good checks let go, and then you get a little one that just gets picked up. So
always happens as long as the majority they let them play. That's all we're after.
So ball with Haynes, kicks the ball over to Evans. Evans just kicking the ball to the other side to Brown.
Ooh.
Brown finds Froud.
Had to stretch for that one.
Jessie Froud.
Perfect clear. Push the other side. Easy clear.
You see it in all sports at the moment. It happens through
footy all the time.
Footy
Get it to the fat side. And
I mean, it started with soccer and ball. Oh, great stretch there. And I'm sure that Jamie is saying, thank you so much, Nikki. My hamstrings really needed that on a cold night. But good look. Looks inside,
dodge.
pops, and that one, geez, that did have some bounce. Good work there out the back, but not to be.
Great split dodge by Kelsey. Just a little bit too much groundwork.
Well, she saw the shot of Morrison down here earlier and thought, well, that's the shot we need to take.
Good thing there's no senior games at Glenelg tomorrow.
I was going to say, you mean the whacker?
Yeah.
And ball with Pridham. Bit of equal pressure there. That's good. But someone's got to be free here, and that free was Haynes. And then it gets pickpocketed. So Olivia Parker with an opportunity. Picked up from Borovnik. Numbers here. Looks up. Finds Inge. Inge looks inside. McKay just found herself on that bottom corner, but gets the ball now. So B. McKay up against Froud. Kicks it up to Vrensen. And Vrensen is picked up by Keely Shido. Vrensen steps inside, gets around, doesn't quite, looks the other side. Great take there from Annie Ritchie. And she draws a foul. And might have just strained aside then or something. She's holding that, no, maybe not. Might have just copped one.
Maybe a bit of a cross check to the side of the hip.
Yeah, she looks a little uncomfortable there, doesn't she?
Bit sore.
Might be just across the rib cage and steps out.
I'm sure a goal here will make it sweeter for her. No pain.
Ball there with Felicity Denny. Kicks it down to Inge. Inge down the back to B on Froud. Looks to draw a double. B not there. Steps up, pops, and pops it away. B. McKay on the left hand puts Woodville out again to a 3-goal lead here with about 3.5 to go in the in the term. And a good little move there from B. McKay, Bray.
Gee, straight in the bottom corner. She had a look at the goal early and then knew where she wanted to shoot before she even looked back and just popped it straight there.
Good left-handed shot too. You often see these players, these natural right-handers, want to go back onto their right, but that was a good shot.
Down and away. It's a high percentage look.
So 7-4 is the score here. Woodville over Glenelg at the moment. If you're watching us live and free on across this ATV, and big shout out to Young Real Estate SA, youngrealestate.com.au, 1300 768 573. Get in touch with Jack down there, and he will look after you as the ball is being looked after here. A little BTB pass there, just tries to get the ball back to Lucinda, and Silvestri will bring the ball down. Kicks it to Froud. Jesse Froud over to Beckett. Beckett up against Kit McKay. Kit McKay not giving her that to roll back. Good defense there from Kit. Has Brown, looks inside. Brown steps in, pops, and another one. And just going right-handed there, sort of had the keeper off balance.
Stick side higher.
And just almost she made that move. You're watching the cage here from the keeper. Made that move to the left-hand side as she came around. And steps in, goes left there, and went early. Needs to just hold that space.
Just needs to stay balanced, watch the ball. Pretty easy job as a goalie. See ball, save ball.
Yep. And
you just see shadows though, don't you? You don't actually see the ball.
And Glenelg with another one.
Next goal is pretty important. Glenelg get the next one. You'd probably fancy them to come home with a wet sail. Woodville get the next one. It's could be game over.
Well, it's ball back in the centre. Morrison. Oh, big check. That might have been a pre-check. But Parker good enough to take the ball out. She's
done a lot of work tonight.
Done a lot of work after the last week, but probably just freshened up through the week. Probably didn't do a great deal on the track, I wouldn't have thought.
5-day break after a 5-day tournament. Pretty stiff, but no, she's been fantastic tonight.
So ball looking up, and Annie Ritchie is a goal scorer. She has some motors with her. And ball here with Dinny. Ooh, good inside roll. Just picks up, and that's going to be.
That was a great dodge.
Great dodge there.
Shook her out of her shoes.
You reckon the grass monster was holding onto the shoes of the defender?
I don't reckon too many people are getting in front of that. That was a fantastic dodge.
So here we go again. Dinny with the ball. Bell is gone. Clock is on the field. Looks down the bottom. Opportunity here. Smith with the ball. Looking inside. Just don't know where she was throwing that. But Woodville would love an opportunity to put another one back in. And it's in the right stick at the moment there with Parker. Parker working around, finds over to Smith. Smith just loses the handle again. Might have got to check there, but that is going to be three-quarter time here at the Glenelg Lacrosse Club on your Friday night lights. And we got a game on our hand here, Code.
Yeah, it's going to be a cracking last quarter. Yeah, both teams have been great. You'd probably say Glenelg are just starting to wear them down, but Woodville just shooting really, really well and not really giving Carly too much of a chance.
Yeah, and Braid, what apart from the obvious, Glenelg need to do in the last quarter to get this one home?
Well, I think they've just got to get more of those ground balls out the middle. Liv's just tearing them up. She's just getting possession after possession in there.
And we see in the women's game that centre drawer is pivotal. And I'll tell you what else is pivotal is our sponsors on Lacrosse SA TV, and we might hear a word from them at the three-quarter time break.
I often hear, we're ready to buy a property, but we just can't afford to buy in the area that we want to live. That's where rent vesting comes in. It's where you're investing and renting at the same time. This is where we find a property that has a good potential for rental return in an affordable area We buy the property, rent it out, and then we continue to rent in the location where we want to live. So, renting and investing. To find out more, call me today on 0480 311 301.
Just listening in there to Charlotte Winnan a little. We hope you could hear that. Yeah, this wind's playing a bit of havoc out here tonight with our audio.
Now you know what it's like training out here.
And ball back in the centre. So this set, I'm going to say, I know it's early in the last, but this centre draw right here is pivotal to the game. 15 minutes to go. 5-7 down are Glenelg at the moment. Woodville in the centre, and this one becomes pivotal. And Parker picks the ball up and has first offence. I'll tell you what, and there's a long way to go, and you see the women's game, the goals scored quickly like they do in the men's, but that centre draw is pivotal, as we see here. Just gets around, look down the bottom, popped, and just gets crunched in the middle. Nothing there.
Let him play.
And ball is up and about, and great knock down there. Jamie Pridham picks the ball up. So looks up over the top, just throws it to no one. Just was not looking there, Brown. And ball coming back the other way. So nice big set here to take some time out of this game would be good with a score. That just missed the player altogether there, Code.
Yeah, probably not one she'll be happy to look back on, but great ride by Woodville. Pressure was on, and you know, when you pressure like that, you're going to get turnovers. It's just high-level sport.
So ball in the stick of McKay. She's got one tonight on the left. Is she going to get one on her right as she draws her opponent out? And that opponent is a superstar of this game.
Absolute superstar.
And ball up the top here. And this is where we see Annie Ritchie just under massive pressure, just letting them play a little now. I like it. Just as long as it stays like this for the rest of the game.
It was good D. Pushed her into the help defender that was coming, and, you know, can't ask for much more.
And Parker.
Well, good move.
Steps inside. Doubles come, triples come. Little check there on the hand. And that's picked up there by Tammy. So a ball here with Olivia Parker. Brodie Borovnik, oh no, sorry, it wasn't Brodie, it was Jess. It looked like Brode wasn't very happy with that, but there was definite check across the hand. So Parker with the ball, looks up, looks down the bottom on the left. Good double, kicks it back to Parker. So Parker back.
Glenelg's defence is playing like Woodville's was last quarter, crashing in and helping out everywhere.
It is Denny with the ball, steps inside, just
Great
gets her arms lifted and nothing there.
Good clear.
So out it goes. This ground's pretty quick as it picked up, as the person who picks it up is Lucinda Silvestri. Wow. She is quick. On the backside here is Rob. Hasn't seen her yet, but was there. Looks inside, flag had, and ball is taken out. And that will be a card here.
Wow.
So a card going to be given to Tam Ufterhide.
Bit of a brain fade there. Didn't need to do it.
She will sit down. So first card of the game too tonight. Second card.
Second card.
Second
I think we had
card,
one
sorry.
early.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Big
So,
opportunity here, though. Man up for
Well-
2 minutes, and you know you're down by 2. Get at least one here and get the game back to a 1-goal game.
well, it's hard enough to defend this 15-metre arc with the full players, but with one down, there's people who open up. So this is where the keeper earns their money. As Morrison looks the other side, finds that, and there we go. Earning her money is Watts, but she's going to be under pressure. Just
Checking the goalie.
checking the goalie. So
Too eager.
good save there again from Watts. She's had a number of them tonight.
Looked like a good little man up. Looked like there was a bit of a wheel.
So ball with the cage, looks up, kicks it out, finds her defender. And that's what she did. She needs to be an option here now again. So ball under pressure. So man up here are Glenelg. As we see B. McKay, she managed to get free.
Probably got to get the ball to Holly or Liv and just let him.
Just need to
Run
promote the
down into
ball.
a bottom
Need to
corner.
promote the ball now. Use the keeper if you need to. But they're just taking some time off the clock here. Good work there on the outer side from Bianca Copping. And just drops the ball.
Fantastic
And that's
ride.
come off Glenelg's stick. And great pick up there. Fantastic pick up. It gets pushed to the out of bounds. And Nat right on the spot there, right in front of it. Looks inside, finds Mia Inge. Just taking a couple of players away, but the two she's taking away. And did not hear Izzy Brown behind her. And ball here with Froud. Froud gets picked up by McKay. McKay just pushes her down, pops, and there we go. Great turnover, and Froud gets that one away. And Jordan not being able to do anything about that. And just didn't even hear the footsteps down here in the defensive end from Brown. Great turnover. And we've got a 1-goal game. And we've got a timeout here to Woodville.
Throwing the leg doesn't work as well when they put it in the 5-hole.
Phenomenal shot, though. Probably shot it before Geordie was ready for it. Just shot it off the wrong leg, which looked like it was a fantastic shot.
Fantastic shot.
Go 5-hole.
So Froud with her first of the game. And gets Glenelg back to a 7-6 lead with about 10:20 to go in this fourth.
Oh, even? Back to even strength?
No,
No, it'll be a bit longer, I
they'll
reckon.
still have a little bit longer. There won't be long left in that penalty. But great work there from Izzy Brown. I love the persistence here. As you saw, I think it was Holly Dinny with the ball in her stick.
Mia.
Oh, was it Mia? Sorry, Holly. It was Mia up the top here with the ball in her stick and just didn't even hear the footsteps,
Well, I mean,
did
you
she?
can understand it, can't you? You can't hear anything with this wind. You wouldn't hear the teammates, nothing.
Well, we can hear it well.
Nah, can't hear nothing.
through the sets. But back to the centre draw here again. So 7-6 is the game. And
Any overtime in these games?
they'll
in the
go
regular
to
season?
golden goal. So if the teams are even at full time, it will go to 4 minutes each way with golden goal. So we'll 4 minutes a period. And whoever scores first in that wins the game. If that's not there, it's a 2-minute break and then swap over and 4 minutes the other way. And that continues
Let them play.
until
Could be
someone,
here all night.
until someone's, and I can see you'd love to do that at the moment, Code. The good thing about the headsets is they keep your ears warm.
It's true.
Oh, yeah. Nice
As-
and toasty right now.
as
Probably a
well.
lot more toasty than the girls out there. It is freezing down here at Glenelg.
Wouldn't want to be holding a stick nice and
Wouldn't
cold.
want to get checked on the fingers, that's for
Ooh.
sure.
And ball back to the centre here. So
This goal is pretty important.
Liv Parker up against, and that one hasn't gone. So no,
Oh.
it's going to be deemed illegal there. And Jess Morrison taking the centre draw. And oh, there it is. The grass monsters come out again. And ball to be won, but this ground ball, great ground ball there from Borovnik. Brody Borovnik kicks the ball down, finds Beckett. Beckett looks inside. The two eights go against each other. And ball, little tip there, great tip, great work. Oh, there it is again. There is grass monsters everywhere out here. Everyone is going down. They're sticking their hands up, and the ball with Parker. So big, could be a big turn. Look in the middle here. Vrenson by herself fires. Great save from Carly Evans.
Huge save.
Looks, and up top just needed to. Carly set up there really well, and Vrenson just not even changing an angle. No little fake. Just fires high, and here we go back the other way. This would be a big break, and there it is. And we see Beckett there with the goal, and that's 7 all.
Huge turnaround.
And
Big
what a
swing.
big save there from Carly down this end. Comes back the other way, just overcommitted there. Bianca Copping allowed her player in Beckett to get behind her.
Just smart play from Glenelg. Get it to the fastest person out there, let it push the transition and go back the other way.
So how big is that save of Evans down here?
Oh, huge.
Doesn't get much bigger than that.
I mean, that
Huge.
goes out to a 2-goal game if that's done, and it's almost a 2-goal swing around, isn't it?
I mean, she stood tall and she stuck to her guns, and Izzy shot the last one high, so she baited on it and she fell for it.
Carly's been great in this second half as well.
She has indeed. So back to the centre here. Nikki Haynes into the centre now, up against Parker. Parker, Haynes, that'll be a re-centre draw. And this is where quality rises to the top, and if you want quality, get in touch with Young Real Estate SA on youngrealestatesa.com.au, 1300 768 573, and they will look after you, Jack, down there. So ball back into the centre. Haynes up against Parker. Parker and good work there. Ball out the back here with Richie. Richie picks up. She's got one in the middle. Fire looks over, pops. Another big save there from Evans. Just picked up on the other way from Silvestri, and she's already got 20 metres on her opponents as everyone's just trailing her with that pace, and we saw that all week last week, and made the ALN All-Stars as well, did Lucinda Silvestri, and that's into the breeze down here as well.
You'd hate to be chasing her if she had the breeze behind her, that's for sure.
Yeah, it might be about a 5 or 6 metre breeze at the moment. As,
Good luck to anybody catching her.
Oh, gets around, gets inside, and that is not going to be a goal. Has the pass happened?
Great drive though, drew the double and gave a great feed and a great finish. Just
If
doesn't count.
If she had shot that herself, that would have counted, but made the pass, which wiped off that.
I don't think Stu Rob's ever going to be upset with throwing that one more pass.
So ball up the top with Morrison. We know she likes to drive and get in on the cage. As she does, she gets around, looks down. Great double there from Richie as Morrison takes the ball down the back. So Glenelg haven't led in this game yet, and it is 6 minutes 50 to go in the fourth. And there's not too many games in the last few years that you would have said that between the Warriors and Glenelg. So ball, Morrison gets around, fires, good save there again from Watts, and looks to the outer side and finds Dinny. And Dinny will bring the ball out. Again, there's some pace. They're tired legs here. So Dinny with the ball, but not tired legs there from Keely Shido. She was on top of the ground. Kicks that one there to Mia Inge. Inge brings the ball through X against Lawson. She's got Brenson in front of her. Looks up, just trying to set some space out here. Kicks it to Parker. Parker guarded by Evans. Quality match-up in offense and defense right there. As Parker gets around, so that free space has got to be there. No, over the, it's deemed to be the check too close to the head.
Popping the bubble.
Pop, pop, pop goes the bubble. And Parker, she has some speedsters to her left and right here. Morrison and Brown. Looks inside though. Finds Annie Ritchie. Annie Ritchie just goes to fake. Little pump. Looks inside, not there. Tries to get around there, does Dinny. So Dinny on the left hand, picked up by Keely Shido. Shido looks inside, just misses the handle. Here's a big ground ball to be won. It is won by Lawson. Lawson gets down the ground. Someone's going to have to come to that and put some pressure on.
Great pass.
And great pass up forward. Finds Rob. She has Rob. Just looks to get in, but good defence there from Michaela Ritchie. Kicks the ball down to Beckett. Beckett, ball in her stick, driving through X. 5 minutes to go in this fourth term. We've got a tied ball game here at 7-all between Glenelg and Woodville. And ball up the top here with Evans. Evans up against Dinny. Looks down the bottom and rolls inside. Bounce shot. So that's obviously been talked about. Good work there from Geordie. Oh, just did a great job to get out the cage and try and get the first on. But deemed that Morrison was just a little bit too quick and got there first. And ball down the back with Morrison. Morrison drives, looks inside, looking for that little inside roll. Cutter comes there, Evans, and Morrison has just needs to put the ball off. Yep, does to Brown. Brown with Parker on it. Oh, good inside step. Good work there from Brown, and pops it away. And Glenelg, in the blink of an eye, are up 8 goals to 7. And with about 4.5 to go here, you just see Morrison kicks the ball up to Brown.
Great dodge.
Great inside, but that Michaela just needed to commit to that too.
Well,
great finish.
It's down and away.
Yep.
She knows what she's doing.
When she came back inside there, Michaela needed to just shut that space down, take the free space, send them back up to the 15-metre, but allowed her to get past. And
Glenelg got by 1.
Up by 1. So against the breeze too, but it has been the scoring end tonight against the breeze. So ball back into the centre. This one is a huge centre draw now. 3:15. Carly Evans with a couple of big saves in this last half.
You trust Olivia though. When you need one, she'll get you one.
As just as the commentator's curse says, and a check had there, picked up by Lucinda, and Lucinda loses the ball, and deemed to be taken out by illegally. So Lucinda back into offence. And now to Glenelg, takes some time out of the clock.
There's a distinct advantage to being up in women's in that there's no stall. So if you're up at the end of the game, you can run out the clock quite effectively.
And Dinning looks like she's, Pridham looks like she's about to do that right here, right now, and kicks it to the speedster. So they're going to have to put pressure on Glenelg here. About 2.5 to go in this 4th term. Glenelg hitting the lead for the first time in the game, and it was about the 3.5-minute mark as we get a 3-second call here.
Be a pretty gutsy win if Glenelg can hold on to this lead after the week that they've just had. All the girls obviously at state and then came back and, you know, probably could have thrown in the towel at half-time being down 3 or 4, but no, shows a good team when you're able to come back like this.
So we've just got a, what do we got here? A conversation. So Parker being set up the top, and we see here. So ball in the stick of Lucinda Silvestri. Silvestri picks the ball up. She'll just take it out. They've got to get the ball off him. So why not get it into the speedster's hands and just let her run? Because Woodville are going to have to put some pressure on here to get the ball out, and they will just. There's the bell. So 2 minutes to go in the 4th as Beckett gets the ball. Going to have to push out. There is Tam, not allowed to get these, and you've got to lock off the players, and just really needs to get out on Beckett there and just try and take the ball off, as you just can't allow that next pass to happen. Evans, they're just taking time off the clock as we thought they would do. Denning with the ball. Sorry, Pridham with the ball. Kicks it backwards. Oh, here we go. Here's an opportunity. Drops the ball. Has picked up by Brown, though, and there was an opportunity there. Under pressure. Kicks the ball back to Borovnik. Borovnik has Haynes on the outer side. Haynes with the ball. They just need to get up and put pressure on these players, and that's going to be popping the bubble. About a minute to go here in the 4th.
You'd love for him just to get it to a bottom corner. Stop mucking around with it at the midfield line.
And there it is. I'd get it to the speedster too. Silvestri with the ball in hand. Picked up by Kit McKay. She could just run around for a minute, I reckon, Lucinda, given the work that she did in the state tournament, and that's what she might do. So ball popped up there. Good tip, but not to be done. Evans with the ball. And this is where I mean, in the men's game, we have a stall call. But it's not in the women's, so they could hold it down here for 10 minutes if they needed to. Really almost need to get the keeper out as well here and try and put the pressure on, as the pressure is put on by Beckett. Little push there, and another push, over-accentuated it. But
Woodville ball.
Woodville ball. So here we go, opportunity for Woodville. Clock is on the field. Less than half a minute to go. So clock is on the field, 20 seconds we're hearing. So Denny with the ball. Got to drive to the cage. Beckett steps inside, and there's going to be a opportunity here. Stop clock. Limited time.
Glenelg offside by the look of it.
And Denny with the ball. So they need a shot here. Richie to her right. Looks inside. Denny steps in. Looks to shoot. Great save from Evans. And Evans throws the ball out. Kicks it to Evans. And that is it. Glenelg win a great game here. It is 8-7. And Glenelg with up by 1. Big save right at the end there from Carly Evans. And that's the way you like to see a game finish.
Wow, that was a cracker.
Good save.
I thought that might have trickled in, but Carly, big all second half.
I was stressed. I
Fantastic
couldn't
save.
see it, and she pulled it out of her hand.
Yeah, she was seeing it that well.
Yeah.
I thought she'd saved it, but then when she was sort of standing there, I'm like, oh, maybe she didn't.
I think it was between the legs.
Yeah, so, hey, but kudos to both sides. That's a good game of lacrosse tonight.
Especially with so many tired legs out there from the state tournament.
Yeah. And, but you know...
Maybe things to come in the final series. These two probably see each other at least once.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Well, 8-7 game, and they're probably at full strengths at the moment, these two teams.
Other than Chelsea.
Yeah,
Other than
Chelsea
Chelsea.
Gilbert to come back, which
Yep.
is probably a 1 or 2 goal player. But yeah, both teams gutsy tonight, and Glenelg do what good teams do and do enough to get the 4 points, and they'll move on.
And I suppose we've got player of the game.
Probably comes down to 2 Glenelg girls, I'd say. You have to probably give it to them after they won. Thought Izzy Brown was pretty good, and
Izzy
Lysinda
Brown
was pretty
probably
good as well.
changed the game a little with that little pick off.
And then she got one in the first half.
And we might, we might give it to Iz. It was good across the ground all night.
Oh, ground balls all night, and then got that goal before half time where the ball was just bouncing around, and then got one late. 2 goals in a 8-goal team. Can't ask for much more. But no, it was a spread. Carly was really good. Laura was really good. Jess was good early, and Brody Brovnik, Lysinda, fantastic. Lots of quality players out here at Glenelg, and Woodville very good as well. I thought Holly had a fantastic game.
Holly had a great game, I think.
Liv as well.
Liv as
Absolute
well.
workhorse.
Geordie's first half was very good.
Glenelg just shot better in the second half. They probably learned not to shoot high as such and really go 5-hole. And
well, there was a definite bounce shot talk out there. You could see you could see after the half, it really did. A lot of those bounce shots were starting to happen, and I think in the women's game as a whole, the bounce shot like that, especially on the ground, that's you're hitting the circle and it's hitting. Oh,
good luck saving anything that hits the ground out here, because the next one could stay low and take your middle stump. So.
Speaking of middle stumps, there's some Ashes happening tonight as well. So if you've been on live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network,
I reckon it's
sorry,
just
LSA
started.
TV. I've had a week of commentating for the ALN, and they're over in San Diego at the moment with Sammy Gosling, bringing some great shots back from the Worlds, and we do wish all our Aussie guys the most success over there.
Absolutely.
England won the toss and elected to have a bat. One for 74.
There you go. Good call then.
No collapse yet.
No collapse yet. Hope so.
As Izzy just comes over. And let's get out the front here. And we might just get the headset for Iz. You go that side. I'll come this side. I'll get hooked up.
She's going to try to eat the wires.
Eat the wires. It is. Iz, welcome back, and we've adjudged you the LSA traditional 180 Young Real Estate Player of the Game.
Oh, well, thank you.
Now, tell us about your little move down here to pick the pocket of another youngster. And then she didn't hear you.
Yeah, look, I kind of went around her, and then I saw that she still had her stick out. I thought she was going to tuck it on me, but then, yeah.
And in the scheme of the game, Code and I were talking, it was a pivotal little moment that turned the game slightly. It's those little 1%ers that turn it. But glad to be back in this beautiful weather.
For sure. It's definitely colder, but missing out on a summer, but it's nice to be home.
Yeah, well, I won't tell you I'm over there Tuesday in the summer, but I'll go and experience what you've been experiencing. How is college?
It's really good so far. The lacrosse is definitely quick-paced, and it's a really good experience for me to get out there and do something I'm not doing as much at home, so it's good. It's a different game.
Yep. And tonight, different game. Glenelg found themselves down at half-time by 3.
Yeah.
What did Stewie have to say to you about that?
I think Stu was just very complimenting us on our 1%ers because we were still working really hard to keep the effort up, and the goals just weren't paying off. So I think that confidence in us to bring back from being 3 goals down really helped us push through. It kept us all calm. No one was freaking out too much, and I think that's a big game changer for us, is not to freak out. So yeah.
Yep.
Did you say anything to Geordie after you put 2 past her? Any words?
Not yet, but I'm headed there after.
Okay. First goal was phenomenal. Got the ball out of a crowded pack, and then the second goal was pretty impressive as well. I'm sure she'll love having a chat with you after the game.
Yeah, and it's but it's good. So many young women starting to come through this state league.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Yeah.
It must be pleased to see that happening.
Yeah, it's definitely good to see some of the younger girls coming through, and I think it makes the competition a bit more exciting as well, getting some new faces.
Yeah. All right. Well, as we get blown away here, you go and get changed, get warm. But
Okay.
fantastic game. Great to have you back in State League.
Thank
And
you.
Look
Thank
forward
Great
to
job tonight.
watching you for the rest of the season, or until you head back to college. So, but go and get something warm.
Awesome. Thank you.
Our player of the game there, Izzy Brown, or meters gained as we like to call it.
Yeah, phenomenal.
And as things just wrap up here, Coach, thank you for being a part of the
No, it was good
commentary
fun.
tonight.
Look, if every girls' game is like that, I'm happy to help out any time. That was a cracker of a game, and yeah. Both teams were great.
And to Braid behind the camera, did a fantastic job, not only on the camera, but he was certainly watching as well.
Special comments?
I try my best to pay attention.
It's good, and it's good when you actually get to the quality of shots that Braid was bringing. He's done this for a fair bit.
He's pretty good with his shots on camera and on the field as well. So
yeah, you did wear one off hip as the first one, and I suppose he told you a little bit about it, just like Izzy probably goes and tells Geordie now.
yeah, well, hopefully he can put a bag on Brighton tomorrow and see how that goes.
Yeah, anyway, so yeah, there is State League action tomorrow, both men and women, as the women's game will be played for their gala day down there at North Adelaide between Burnside. To Marty Baker, who's absolutely freezing here. He's got to learn to wear gloves. An experienced commentator who's been taking a long, long time. He says he has to press the buttons, but I mean, look at this, good gloves. To everyone that was watching live on the live stream, thank you for watching. You're probably sitting in the house and it's quite warm, so stay there. Ashes has just started. We talked about it. We were going to do the game tomorrow night, live stream it, but due to some inclement weather happening and some personnel issues, we apologise from LSA TV. We won't be doing that one tomorrow night. So do yourself a favour. If you do want to rug up, get out there and watch that game. But other than that, from the beautiful Glenelg Lacrosse Club,
Always a pleasure to be here.
it is always sometimes a pleasure to be here, especially when you're on the back end of it sometimes. But look, on behalf of myself, Tony Watts, going to sign off. Good luck to the men over in the US at the moment, in San Diego, and to our officials who are going to do a fantastic job over there. Look, until the next time when the sticks are swinging, we'll see you then.